How do you do, pretty people? We're here today with these two lovely ladies, Stevie Nicks and the Margot Robbie face sculpt Barbie from the movie. What are these two doing in the same video, you might ask? Well, they're about to be fighting, okay? Because one of them is going to get a new body. They both have articulated bodies, but I want them to have made-to-move joints. And I got Margot first, thinking I was going to give her this body. But then Stevie came and said, I don't think so. So they're going to have to duke it out to figure out who's going to get this body, because I only have one. And until I get another body donor in the same skin tone, which is like the default, Millie skin tone, one of them can't have it, okay? So we're going to just take a quick look, a little glance over at each doll just to see how they come and what kind of clothing pieces and everything they come with. But once we swap out the doll who's going to get this body, we're also going to change both of their clothes and restyle them completely, because in my collection, these girls are not the characters that are coming to me as. I'm changing their characters into completely new identities. So I need them to have a fresh new look. Okay, so this is not like a real in-depth review, but I just want to quickly glance over this girl here. The face is what caught my eye. I really like the Margot Robbie face sculpt, but I hate the open mouth version. And even if I were to close her mouth, she'd still have this goofy, crazy, wide smile on her face, and I just was not feeling it. So I resisted all of the temptations to buy any version of that particular doll, and there were a few that I liked just for their clothes. I had to just say no. This version here, the clothes are complete garbage to me. There's nothing about it that appeals to me other than her beret hat, but I really wish it wasn't pink. But the face is everything, so that's what I'm focusing on here. And thankfully I didn't spend the original $55 on this doll. I got her on Amazon on sale for like $20, and I see the price keeps fluctuating day by day. So make sure that you bookmark my Amazon storefront, which is listed down below. Keep an eye on the listings that I post over there, because I have little curated lists of different categories of doll related items. This doll is in my fashion figure list. When the price is fluctuating, you'll be able to see it there right away, along with a bunch of other dolls that I have over there for you guys. But out of curiosity, let's just take a look at what she's got on. So she looks like she's got on a two-piece outfit. Her crispity crunchity hair is in my way, so I can barely see. We've got this strange looking blouse that's got snap clips in the front. That's different. And it's all very shiny. I don't like the material that this is made from. It's like kind of weird and stiff, but whatever. This bubbly looking skirt that has a whole nother layer underneath. I'm very surprised to see that. How does this open? She's got a snap clip back here again. I'm not sure. Can we get off of this stand for a second, lady? What do we got? Oh, snap. Okay, no Velcro. All right, that's a plus if I was into these colors. She's got a little bow in her hair, but it's connected to this elastic band, so I'm not sure how that would hold up. She has earrings that are removable. Nice. And they look like some little small dangly earrings. And we've got a bracelet in like a pearly white kind of color to match the earrings. Her shoes that keep falling off of her feet are these plastic pink heels with a little heart. Nothing to write home about. They're just some basic looking pink heels. And I'm sure this whole look is something that Mattel is duplicating from the movie look. And then of course she's got her little pink beret, which is made out of like a felt kind of fabric. And it's just loosely just sitting on top of her head. Not really secured, because it's actually being held down by T-tags. Once you pull those T-tags out, who knows? Who knows if you can get it back on the doll's head. But it's all about the look, right? So overall, I think she's a pretty decent doll. And I painted her fingernails pink to go along with her outfit, even though I'm going to change her. I love her blue eyes. Just love the whole face in general. Because she's got so much crap in her hair, like product, some of it is like seeping onto her face. You can't really tell in this lighting right now, but she's got blotches of little like glue marks all over her face. So I want to give her a nice little wash and take down her hair and try to see what I can do with this doll. I like this big giant little twist they gave her. I think it's very cute. Ma'am, I'm gonna have to release it from your hair in order to wash your hair, so you better enjoy the hairstyle now as long as you're gonna have it. Alright, now let's take a look at Stevie. So starting with her head, she of course comes with this black hat that has a little feather on the side. The feather is made from plastic vinyl, but there's like a little notch here where you can pull the feather out completely if you just want her to have the black hat without the feather, or you want to use it for a different doll. You can, and you can snap it back in again. There will be a strange little hole on the side of the hat, of course, but it's black. It kind of blends. If you put it on a doll that has dark hair, you won't really be able to see it from the front. So I thought that was kind of clever that it wasn't just like a piece that was glued on completely. Maybe you could even replace this feather with an actual better looking one. So there's some room for customization there. But here's how it looks. It's pretty deep. She's got these things on the side of her head. What the hell is this? Are they supposed to be hair clips? Are they barrettes? Are they... I don't think they're supposed to be earrings, because when I look at pictures of Stevie Nicks, like the real person with these things, they look like they were supposed to be hair ornaments. But you tell me, because I'm not a Stevie Nicks fan. I don't know nothing about her, other than of course some of her songs that are like really popular. But I don't know anything about her lore, her character, her personality, her persona. Like I don't know anything about her. So you tell me, what are those things supposed to be? Because they went the extra mile of piercing this doll's ears right in the middle of her ears just so that she could wear those things. So technically, do we count this as a proper ear piercing? I don't know. Like, if I put a regular pair of earrings into those holes, are they gonna blend? I don't know. I might have to re-pierce her ears, you know what I'm saying? Of course, her face, the sculpt, is to the likeness of Stevie Nicks, the actual person, the singer. This look, the Belladonna look, is supposed to be depicting a look that the real singer actually had. And her hair was wavy like this, and she's got these like jagged bangs. The bangs are very unique in that they're not like bluntly cut across like most Barbies. So, you know, it's like a signature bang look that they gave specifically for this doll. The same with the black outfit version that came out first. And I really like this one because I actually like this one's hair better than I liked the first one with like the feathery kind of ends. I didn't really like it that much. It just looked a little bit disheveled, but this one seems a little neater. And I can't say for sure, but I kind of feel like the length of this hair varies depending on your individual doll, because I have a second one and I swear her hair is like another like half an inch longer than this. But I like the screening of this one better, so I didn't open that one and take it out of the box. That might change later. And then as far as her clothes are concerned, she's coming wearing two pieces, I think. So we've got a top here with these sheer long sleeves that just kind of drape over her arms. Tell me in the comments, the people who bought the first version of this doll, the black outfit, did your doll also come with an outfit that was just like this but in black, or is it very different, like the construction of the outfit? Because I'm wondering if they're just black and white versions of the exact same thing. Yeah, it's very ghostly. And then the top is like ruched right here in the middle. I like the cut of it. And then here in the back, you're going to see that it opens with Velcro. And the same for her skirt, opens with Velcro. And I like these little rose designs that are embedded into the actual fabric. That's really nice. And it looks like it's layered here. This top part, which is very sheer, has the roses on them, and then the second part down here is the same kind of material as the sleeves here. Wait, is it? No, it's a different material. This one's smoother. And she's got on undies that are a part of the skirt. They're connected. So those are the two pieces that she comes with wearing. She also comes with this microphone because she's a singer. Sang, sang, sang. Oh, she's got a bracelet. I almost missed that. This is nice because it's actually like metallic looking. Gold bracelet. Okay, I didn't expect it. And another thing, before I forget, she also has a ring. And the ring is like that pearly kind of color that we saw on the Margot Robbie doll's accessories. I did not paint the nails on this one. Her nails look like they're white. Excuse you, plain. just interrupting my video. These are not commercial planes going over my house, okay? I live near like a army base or something, like an Air Force base. There's always planes just flying everywhere all day long. And her shoes are these long boots that look like, it looks like fabric is like draped over the boots or something, like some saggy kind of fabric. But of course, these are not fabric. Mattel could never. These are just regular plastic, split up the middle, and they're, you know, rubbery. But I like the design. It's very cute. And that's pretty much it for the way that she comes. Really like her a lot. I like the realisticness of how they did her face. And the same with the Margot doll. Both of these are not super cartoony looking, so I like that about them. You know, I really prefer to get dolls like this. But once in a blue moon, I enjoy the cartoony girls too. Because for me, the cartoony looking dolls are like my version of fantasy dolls. That's about as fantastical as I am comfortable getting. So, you know, a little bit of both. So let's take everything off of these girls and take a look at their bodies. I forgot to mention that Margot's skirt also comes with a panty lining on the inside. So in looking at these two girls next to each other, you can see that they clearly have the exact same body mold, no difference, and they originally go for about the same price point. So it's not really like shocking that these two have the same kind of body type. If you're not familiar with it, this is what Mattel calls the original articulated body, or sometimes they call it Gigi body, but this would be the high heel version. The original Gigi body comes with flat feet. They're basically the same thing, original, Gigi, whatever. They have stupid molded underwear, of course. Why? Because the clothes that they came with already had underwear built into the bottoms. So like, what do you need to do the molded undies for? Mattel, can y'all just stop doing that for these collector dolls, please? Anything that's marketed towards an adult, I wish y'all would just stop using molded stuff on them because it's so asinine. Yeah, even though I took her shirt off, Stevie here, she did not want to let go of that microphone. So I'm gonna let her keep her mic for now. But the question now is, who gets the body? I don't feel product in this doll's hair. I thought I was gonna have to give her like a boil wash and do all this nonsense to tame the hair. But for the most part, it's fine. It's a little bit bushy, so I could probably stand to give her like a hot water treatment just to make it all kind of calm down a little bit. But honestly, I don't really mind that it's bushy right now. And I see this girl as like a fortune teller kind of a character, like a tarot card chick. Uses crystals and do all this stuff. She fancies herself having all this control over her life and destiny when things are just happening by chance. But anyways, yeah, so I don't think that a person who's like that would be so concerned about their hair being like perfect. So that's kind of why I just want to leave her hair with this bushiness. But I'm sure it would look very pretty if it was more kempt and more styled. And, you know, it's supposed to be cut in like layers, but it looks a little bit hard to tell. And then for her, she just straight up needs a whole like wash. And I'm kind of scared to take this bow out because it's so pretty. I want to keep this usable if possible to use on some other dolls, but I guess I'm just risking it if I take it out and it like falls apart or something. But yeah, she definitely needs to have her hair washed. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then while I'm at it, I'll show you guys what kind of rooting we've got here. But while Margot is in the salon, we can take a look at Stevie's hair since she doesn't have a bunch of product in it right now. I think this hair is pretty well rooted. I don't see a bunch of bald spots. And the hair is blonde and her skin is very light, so it kind of just blends. I'm not sure if this doll's scalp was tinted to match the hair color. Maybe they tried. I'm not sure. But it doesn't look like you're going to have to worry about a bunch of bald spots with this one. It's very thick. The hair strands are thin, but the like amount of hair, the density is thick. And she does have a pre-made middle part here. Now it's time to go take a look at Margot. Alright, so Margot's hair is washed now. And as I'm looking at it, I just had to like brush it to kind of make it more uniform. And there's so much hair that came out of her head. The ends are a little bit straggly, so I'm going to have to trim it a little bit. If you couldn't tell from the amount of hair that was in her ponytail, like this doll has a lot of hair on her head. She has gel in different spots, not just like the whole thing, but mostly concentrated on the ends and at the top of her head. like especially here on the sides of her hair. So I had to wash all of that out. I don't really like how they have this front piece here kind of cut short, like sort of like side bangs. I don't really like that look on Barbie dolls. I think it makes them look like, you know, when little kids chop their doll's hair off and it's all uneven. That's what that reminds me of. Obviously, because her hair was in those twists, there's a lot of dents in her hair too, but it's not really uniform. Like, it doesn't look like her hair is just curly or wavy. It looks kind of like a mess. So I think I'm going to straighten her hair with my flat iron and see if it looks better. They did tint this doll's scalp with this like light color to blend with her very, very blonde hair. I can kind of see her scalp a little bit here at the top, so I'm not sure if I like that. But once I style the hair, then maybe it will look a little bit different. So we'll see when we finish styling her. So I'm going to go ahead and flat iron her hair, and then we'll have to decide who's going to get the new Made to Move body. They're both probably going to end up on Made to Move bodies, but only one of them can have one first. So we're going to have to decide which one. Alright guys, now we're back with Margot's hair straightened. I used a little flat iron, a pencil flat iron that's really, really thin. As you can see though, because I didn't use hot water, like boiling water, to treat this hair first, it's not super, super straight. Like, she still has a little slight wave in the hair, but I don't mind it, so I just left it alone. But you could probably make this hair bone straight if you really wanted to, but I don't have the energy for that right now, so maybe in the future I'll do that. But for now, this is good enough. Her hair looks neat, and that's what I'm looking for. And for Stevie's hair, I did end up trimming some of the ends because they were so disheveled and just all over the place. So I feel like I could still trim some more, and I probably will, but for now I'm just gonna leave her be. Other than that, I didn't really do anything else to her hair except to brush it. So now we gotta decide who's gonna get the body. Well, my body donor is the Barbie Looks doll. She is the one that came with the Heidi head sculpt with the red hair, and they are the same complexion, which is like a default Barbie skin tone. So even though I had Margot first and I was going to give her this body, I think I want to give it to Stevie because I feel like this head sculpt is a little bit more unique and rare compared to the Margot Robbie one. And so I think I want to give her the body first so I can get maximum posing out of her. I'll probably keep Stevie out on display a lot more than I would the Margot doll, even though I do like her a lot. But I just feel like I'm going to end up styling this doll a lot more often. So I'm going to give her the body, and I'll come back after we switch the body out. But I also plan to give her Stevie's original hands too, because I like the sculpt of these hands better than the Made to Move hands. While I'm waiting for the water to boil so I can swap out those hands, I think I want to open up one of these or maybe both of these just to take a look at what's in here, because I haven't had a chance to take a look at it yet. And if we find some pieces that might look good with our restyles today, then maybe we'll use them. So the pink outfit, they both come with these like little drawers that you pop out to pull everything out of the box, which is a nice design. And then you have a place to put everything back if you don't have a place to store your doll's clothing. Looks like everything comes wrapped up. All the clothing pieces are in here. We've got a little cell phone, pink cell phone, a plastic molded bag that says B on one side, silver sunglasses that are just all one solid silver piece, some more accessories in here. The necklace is Barbie 1980 with like a chain design. I don't know why these are not metallic. Are those bracelets in there? No, those are more layers to her necklace. And then the gold piece, so random, that might be a bracelet, I think. Looks like a bracelet. And some tall boots in white. Y'all know I'm blind. This is not a bracelet in here. This gold piece is actually a watch. But look, why is it gold? Why isn't it silver like all the other stuff? What is going on at Mattel? Anyways, that's why I wouldn't put these things all together in one outfit. I would break it up into other outfits. So inside we have this little puffer jacket that is very well finished. It doesn't have a closure, so you're gonna have to keep it open unless you attach some kind of closure to it. But it looks like it's pretty well crafted, and you can see here that the inside has a lining too. Like that. We've got a little skirt that's like a pleathery kind of material, and this one opens with a snap in the back, no Velcro. And this is a little tank top, but as you can see, it's very short. It's like a little crop top, or bralette maybe. And this also does not have any closures, so you have to stretch it over the doll's body to get it on and off. And I'm noticing that Margot's original shoes are actually the exact same color as this jacket, so these would match really good. But it's too bad that these stankin' shoes don't want to stay on her feet, ilk. So you gotta secure these with some rubber band if you want to use these. That's a shame. Or put them on a different doll that has maybe longer feet. But these are the pieces that interest me the most of what I see here, so that's what I took out of the little packages. I don't have any boots that look like this, all in white. These glasses, they look familiar. Either I have some in a different color or some very similar glasses to that. These other little small things, I'm not really going to use for the looks that we're doing today, so I'm not bothering to remove those from the packaging. But let's see what we can put together with the rest of the stuff. So I think I want to start with this white top that I got from a clothing set from Amazon, which I have linked in my Amazon storefront. And this set comes with 6 different tops that are exactly like this but different colors. So I'll start with that. I think I want to keep the jacket from this little set to go with it. And let's see if I can find her some bottoms. Here's a little trick that I use when I want to put my dolls into long sleeve clothes and I feel like they're gonna get caught in the sleeves of the clothing. I just put some tape over their hands and then they'll just slide right into the clothes. You can also do this with a piece of plastic if you don't have tape, like a little, little plastic scrap. But if you do that, sometimes you have to like hold it in place and fidget around with it, and it's really annoying. I just use tape because it just stays in place and I can remove it easily. So here she is with this little shirt on. I think it fits her very well, and I like the craftsmanship of the clothes. It needs to be a little bit like cleaned up around the edges, kind of like, the sleeves need to be tucked in a little bit neater and all of that stuff, but that's not really a big deal. Plus these leggings, plus these tall boots that came with the jacket, and I'm going to throw this pink jacket on top of this. Hopefully it'll fit with the long sleeves, but if not, then I'm going to have to find something else for her to wear under the jacket, because I do want her to wear the jacket. So let's keep going. So with Stevie here, I'm going to put her onto her new body that has her old hands attached. And this neck peg is one that I customized by modifying it. I shaped around the perimeter to make it skinnier to function just like the easy swap neck pegs that we have on those new Barbie Basics dolls. So when I feel like it, I can just pop her head off without using heat and swap another doll's head onto this body easily. Then I just mark the back of the neck with some acrylic paint and these tiny little dots so that I can indicate to myself whether this is an easy swap body or not when I have a head on it, because obviously I can't tell since there's a head on here. In the interest of making Stevie look a little more like an everyday girl, I'm going to open up this box and see if there's any pieces in here that I can use to make a look for her. But at some point, I'm probably going to switch her into like a more boho kind of a look to go along with the character lore that I'm creating for her, being a fortune teller. Let's see what's in here. So this one comes with some accessories. Here we've got all black shades, a silver watch, and a gold necklace with just a very simple pendant. Everything is plastic and not metallic looking. I think we've seen probably all of these molds in previous fashion packs and dolls before. Nothing special. And also some plain gold hoops. And even though, again, the plain gold hoops is probably something we've already seen a million times before, I just can never have enough hoop earrings in gold and silver, really any color, for my dolls. So I always welcome earrings. Then we have this little tote bag that's printed on each side with a design, and some socks. That's cute. Shoes, which look kind of like, they remind me a little bit of Nike Huaraches, but I just don't understand, why are these shoes like an eggshell color when everything else in this pack is white? Am I missing something? I don't know, but whatever. They're like a beige tone. They're not quite white. Also comes with this little cap that's got a bee on it on the front for Barbie. The dimensions of this cap look very similar to my mini fashion Zuru ball hat, but you can see that the mini fashions hat is actually a little bit wider, but they're very similarly constructed. I think this actually has more detail. And then the rest of the clothes are all packed together in here. Looks like we've got 3 pieces in here. There's a sweater that velcros in the back, a little tank top that goes underneath, and a white skirt. So I'm gonna fidget around with these pieces, see what's gonna look like it could work for Stevie. Maybe I can merge something with pieces I already have in my doll wardrobe. So here we are. Let's take a look at each girl. For Margot here, who I have renamed Soleil. Soleil means sun in French. And she is wearing some Barbie and the Rockers fashion pack leggings. I believe that's where I got those. The boots that came with the pink outfit from at Barbie Style. Little tote bag that came with some Zuru mini fashions. She's wearing some random earrings that I stole off of another doll. And the glasses that also came with the pink outfit pack. And the jacket, of course, that came in the fashion pack. And underneath, she's got on the white shirt that came in the fashion pack that I got from Amazon. So we've got a little mix match of different pieces from different places that we put together. Her pink nails also happen to match her pink jacket. Like, times like this is when I'll use colors like pink or red that I don't normally like to use in my doll collection, because I don't like those colors in general. But if I feel like the character would wear it and it's their color, then I'm going to want to use it, you know. So I use it sparingly, and as you see, most of her outfit is not pink, just like a pop of pink with the jacket, and there's a little bit of pink hiding in her pants along with some darker colors. That's just the way that I like to utilize the color pink. And then, of course, the bag is not the exact same shade of pink as the jacket, but I thought if it was the exact same shade, it would be too matchy looking, so I went with a slightly darker shade. And for Stevie here, who I've renamed, she's now Esmeralda Adagio. Don't ask her if that's her real name, because she's not going to tell you. Here, she's obviously not got her boho chic look going on. I just wanted to see how she would look as an everyday girl, just to get it out of my system before I like totally restyle her. I kind of wanted to go for like a preppy look. I wanted her and Soleil over here to look like they're out to lunch together. Girls who live in kind of posh neighborhoods where wherever they're going to get lunch at, they're spending at least $50 each on their menu items, and like they're barely going to eat any of it. That was the kind of feel I was going for, and I think I pulled it off. Basically, her accessories are all like matching this bracelet, which she stole from her. And the bracelet is like a translucent kind of a color, and it matches her ring. So I thought, well, I have some other pieces like this in my collection, so let me give her some other pieces for accessories that have that like see-through kind of look. And so the earrings are just some little random earrings. I just used the same holes that were in her ear to put the earrings in. They seem to be working okay. Of course, it's probably not going to work with every earring style because of the placement of those holes, but whatever. She's still wearing her original gold bracelet on the other side, which I thought would complement the stitching in the jean skirt. And she's got on some boots that I think might have came off of a fashionista doll, perhaps, and some socks that came with this outfit, and the sweater from the outfit set. Underneath, though, she's wearing like a button-up shirt, and it's got a collar on it, and the tie that she's got on is a real tie that came with my Ken Couture Tate. So, you know, the good thing about these neck pegs that you can just swap heads on easily is that I can pop her head right off and put that tie on, because it ties like a real tie. It doesn't have like a clasp or anything in the back. and I was able to just slip it over the neck and put it in place very easily and just pop her head right back on. So that was very convenient. And as you see, because she's got white nails, it just matches with the white in the outfit as well. The blue tones in the tie go good with the denim that she's wearing, and like kind of ties in all the little blue accents in the outfit. So that kind of worked out. So what do you guys think? Stay tuned, because I will be restyling at least one of these girls in an upcoming video when it's appropriate. It's probably going to be the Stevie Nicks doll here, because I have another look that I want to try out on her. But make sure you're tuned in so you don't miss any of that. And let me know what you guys think of these looks. Do you have these sets? I got these on sale for only $12.50 each, which is half price, from Mattel's website, the only place you can buy these things. If there's anything else that I mentioned that I got from Amazon, you can check out my Amazon storefront, which is linked in my description, along with my eBay shop, where I'm downsizing some of the things in my collection. I'll see you guys in the next video. My name is Gypsy. It's time for me to stop sweating and get in front of a fan, and for you to go and have a dolly day.